Hey friends, it's Len here at 1A Auto. Today I'm working on a 2007 Hyundai Elantra. I'm going to show you how to remove the inner door handle on a right front door. It's going to be a fairly simple job. I want to be the guy that shows you how to do it. If you need any parts or instructional videos, you can always check us out at 1aauto.com. Thanks. So I'm going to start by trying to remove this little plug right here. Let's see if I can get my pocket screwdriver in there. Here we are. It's just a little door. There it is. It opens us up to a Phillips head screw. You could use a flat head if you have that. Works just as well. That's what it looks like. Phillips. Put that aside where we can find it. Let's move along. Down inside the door handle, there's another little flappy door. There we are. That little piece of plastic aside. Down in there, there's also a Phillips head. Let's see if I can get it with this screwdriver. Doesn't feel like it. I'm gonna grab a stronger screwdriver and we'll pull that right out. So we have our Phillips head. Just gonna get this in here. There's our screw. It's a little corroded. Probably a little bit of moisture made its way down in here and sat in there and, well, had some fun. Okay, so we got this out. We've got this out. We'll analyze our situation. The door panel more than likely will sit like this. And if there's any other screws, they would be kind of along the bottom, which this one doesn't feel like it has any, so that's nice. I'm gonna take my plastic trim tool. I'm gonna just find one side to come in from. Grab a skinnier one real quick. See if I can get it in under here somewhere. Just working my way up. Careful getting your fingers into any pinch points. You want to be safe. Come along the bottom. This is what the push clips look like under there. Okay? Nothing too crazy. We'll be able to put that right back in once we get the door panel off. Just pops right off. We're just going to disconnect our tweeter speaker. It's just a little push clip right there. I like to use my pocket screwdriver. I'm just going to go right here, give a little push. Pop it out. I'll set that aside. All I did was push right along where this tab is. You can either push on the tab, or I even went just in front of it in between the plastic and then pulled it out. We'll check our electrical connector, make sure it's in good condition, and we can move along. Now let's go ahead and take off our panel. Give it a little shift. Try to work it out here. There we are. Get this out of the way. Okay. Behind here, there's one wiring harness. It's right back there. There's a little push. Let's give it a little push. Give this a little tug. Check our connector. Looks pretty good. We'll put our door panel aside. So we've got the door panel off. Now we're going to take a look at our inner handle and see what we're doing. Phillips head, Phillips head, Phillips head. Two cables. The cable that runs along the top stays along the top. Cable on the bottom stays along the bottom. It's easy enough to remember. One screw. Two screws. Three screws. They all look the same. Not worry about mixing them up. Let's move along. Here's the back side of our inner door handle. These are fairly simple to get off. All you're going to do, be careful for any pinch points or hurting yourself, of course. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take my index finger. I'm going to try to lift this, okay? It's going to come straight up. Just like that. And then right here, you can see the circle. All that's going to happen is I'm going to lift my cable straight up through there. And that's out of the way. Try to guess what we're going to do on this one. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to lift this up. That one comes right out, but assuming it didn't and it was still in there, All you would do is line up the slot, you got your little thing, slide it out. Now we've removed our inner door handle. So here we go. We've got our door panel. It's time to get ready to reinstall this. We remember the way that these cables went. The top cable goes to the top, bottom cable to the bottom. Start with whichever you like. I'm gonna go with the bottom. I'm just gonna slide it in right there. Bring this down. Just gonna give it a little pinch. Click. Easy peasy. Let's do this one. Take the cable. I'm gonna line it up with my hole there. / slot. Bring it in. I'm going to line this up with where it goes. Give a little squeeze. There it is. I'll turn this up. Sounds good. Let's mount it up with our 3 Phillips head screws. So here we are. I've got 1 Phillips head. I'm not going to go ahead and tighten it down until I get all 3 of them started. This is very important. Okay, all 3 are started. I'll press it into place. There we are. Perfect. Let's grab that door panel. So before we go ahead and put the door panel on, we just want to check to make sure that we have all our little clippy-doos inside the panel. There should be one right here. There isn't, so we need to find it. There's one there, one missing here, there, all the way around. So we're missing 2. One fell and hit the floor when I was down at the bottom. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. It just slides right in. You see there's grooves on this? It goes on the outer ring, the farthest one away. Slides right in, just like that. Now let's find our other one. I'm gonna guess it's on the door. Where else would it be, right? Unless the floor, I guess. So I'm gonna take my little forky tool, or if you had something different, like, I don't know, cutters or whatever you need to do to get it out. There we are. Slide it into the door panel like the other one. Easy peasy. Okay. All our clips are in. We're going to take our electrical connector, push it in. I heard a click. Give it a little wiggle. That's very nice. Now along the top here, there's a little hook. Goes kind of like this. That sits right up on here, just like this. So when you bring it up, I'm just going to try to push in, settle it down along the top here. Okay. All right. This is up, right? That was down in there. Well, you want to make sure you get it out. Now's the time. Okay, here comes the fun part. I'm going to hold the door. I'm going to give it a little bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. That's my thing. Go around. Love it. It's going nowhere. All right. So there we go. We can move on to the next step. We'll go ahead and put our screw back in here. We've got our little cover here, and we've got our screw hole. That's going to line up with that hole in there, okay? All I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift this. Slide that. Just going to push it in. There it is. Nice and snug. We'll take our little cover, lock it in. I've got my Phillips head screw for down here. There we are. I've got my little door. Just going to find the tab here. There it is. All right, we'll double check everything. Looks good. Looks good.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.